Hey guys, and a happy dreary Sunday to everyone. I hope everyone is doing well. Hey, when John and Brandon throw a block party, they throw one killer block party, don't they? It's the best block party I've ever seen, I think. So our question today is, how can you show your friends that they are important to you? And I think this is a really great question, because Jesus tells us in the New Testament to love our neighbor as we love ourselves. And usually I tell my son Tanner that means the person that is right next to you right now. Well, most of the time, who's right next to you right now? Your friends. So they are a great place to start with that commandment. And this whole story of Jonathan and David is a very unique friendship. There's a lot of great friendships in the Bible, but this one is very interesting because Jonathan's father, King Saul, is trying to kill David through most of 1 Samuel. There's a lot written about it. So it kind of starts in 1 Samuel chapter 16. That is when Samuel anoints David, stating that he will become the next king of Israel. And Saul was already king. So it doesn't take Saul long to figure out that God has chosen another heir and somebody to take his place when he's no longer there. And that really is what drives his dislike for David. So in 1 Samuel 17, that's when David kills Goliath, the Philistine. And then in chapter 18, that is where the story that we looked at today takes place. That is where Saul really begins to grow fear over David becoming the next king, and that really drives his dislike for David. Sorry, there's a tractor going by. So it's really an interesting part of the Bible, because you have this very strange dynamic. You have this very young, very noble shepherd boy who has been chosen to be the next king. He does what no other Israelite is able to do in this time. He takes out a Philistine that is just terrorizing the Israeli army, and then he becomes best friends with the king's son, and in turn he also has married one of the king's daughters. And that's really an important thing to remember here too, that David is not only very good friends with Jonathan, but he's also married to Jonathan's sister, which I'm sure has only strengthened Jonathan's friendship with David, because they are not just friends, they're also family now. So this whole thing is pretty neat. And at the after David kills Goliath, at the beginning of chapter 18 in 1 Samuel, it says, after David had finished talking with Saul, Jonathan became one in spirit with David and loved him as himself. So that's very interesting that the Bible talks about their friendship that way, that they became one in spirit. Usually that reference is kept for husband and wife. But the Bible deems their friendship as so special. God deems their friendship as so special and so important to the Israeli nation at that time, that they say that Jonathan became one in spirit with David. So that's a great question. How do you show your friends that they are important to you? Are you so close to them that you would love them the way that you would love a spouse? Are you so close to them that you love them as much as your own brothers and sisters? Are you so close to them that you love them more than you love yourself? So as we go through this week, I hope that you will think about that and that you will discuss this part of 1 Samuel, and that you'll learn more about David, who ironically is a huge author in the Bible. He wrote most of the Psalms, which is, if you've been paying attention to our sermons, what Pastor Aaron has been preaching on now for quite some time. So take some time to get to know David, because he is a huge player in the Bible, and his special friendship with Jonathan is extremely, extremely important to us. All right, guys, I hope you have a wonderful week, and we will see you soon. Thanks.